They don't have a chair for Skeletor?
Now, let's move on to Off the Horror now. We're going to jump into the breaking news this week, and it is
breaking news.
Harry Potter. Now,
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter. Now, people are going, really? Well, yes, really. So, what I know is over in Warner Brothers, we've got a new CEO called David Zaslav, and he is changing everything up. He's brought Superman back. He's changing everything up. And the thing about him is when he says something, he kind of goes for it. You know, he makes it happen. He looks at it all. Now, there's a lot of red tape with this. Now, a lot of people may know that J.K. Rowling, who wrote the books, did something or said something there a while back about wokeness and transgender, and
yeah, she made some comments about transgenders. Yeah,
and I'm not sure exactly, or I can't remember exactly what she said, but I don't think it was overly bad. But all I know is she's fallen out of favor with a lot of people in Hollywood, which
definitely
you go against it.
Yeah, because she keeps double downing on it.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
the thing is that she wrote the books. Now, I know that Daniel Radcliffe, he recently said, because they were talking about him doing Wolverine, and he said he'd love to, but the point is he's glad he wasn't chosen because he would not want to be tied down to a franchise again because of he just likes the free range to be able to do what he wants. And when you're tied down to a franchise, he has to. But on the other hand,
he likes to do a lot of indie stuff. Like I've noticed that he likes a lot of indie work.
Yeah, he likes to do what he wants. And when he's tied down, he feels. But I will say this: two things. First of all, money talks, and second of all, this is his baby. Harry Potter is his baby. Now, David Zaslav didn't quite say, look, it's going to be Harry Potter. He just says he wants that back. He wants Harry Potter back and all that. Whether he's going to be old, young, or whatever, I don't know. But now, on the other hand, Emma Watson, who played Hermione, she, on the other hand, she is really not happy with J.K. Rowling at the moment because of all this. So there's more red tape. As I said, money talks. Now, David Zaslav will not go ahead unless J.K. Rowling writes a book so they come to it. Now, assuming all of this comes together, and
I thought that he wanted to like buy her out in a way.
Maybe.
I was under the impression that he wanted to buy her out. Like he wants to buy whatever it is from her so that she won't be tied to the film, so that they won't have all that like negative like energy, because they were kind of, well, the reason why I'm saying this is because they feel like because of her, that's the reason why Fantastic Beasts didn't, the first one fucking knocked it out of the park, you know, and then this next two didn't. But also, I don't know, was Johnny Depp in the other two, or he was only in the first one?
Johnny Depp was in the first two, and there was a lot of that shit going on whilst the third one came out. The third one didn't do so well. Now, I personally watched the first Fantastic Beasts. I thought it was okay. I didn't jump on the second or third. I want to know though, what do you think about another Harry Potter? Do you think it would be interesting to see what he would do as an older man now, and the rest?
Yeah, because there is a story. The story is like the next thing like about his son. It's about his kid, and then they're like his homies and all they little thing, and their kids and their adventures at Hogwarts. Like that's the new thing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they would have to bring back the original cast in order to make that. Well, they don't have to, but I think that if they're going to run with that story, that it'll be more appealing if they do that.
Yeah.
If they go about it like that. I mean, there are other stories like they also talked about how they have a Broadway show play or something, and they were talking about making that into like a full-length movie. Right. But I don't know the story behind the Broadway play. I just know that they were talking about possibly making that into a movie as well. They're sorting ideas, but a big thing that I've gotten from this is that they do not want to move forward with Fantastic Beasts. They feel like it's kind of dead.
Yeah. It didn't do well, and Zaslav is like, look, I want more Harry Potter. Now, if everything, as I said, comes together, we'll say tomorrow everyone said yes and all the red tape were gone, it still would be about 3 or 4 years until we saw another one anyway. But despite all of that, what I'm saying, all the red tape, J.K. Rowling, Emma Watson, all that, Zaslav, what I've noticed about him, when he says something, he will go all out until he does everything he can to make this happen. And he has been making things happen, So, it's interesting. I like Harry Potter movies. But then I'm not a big, massive Harry Potter head like some people are, but I do enjoy them. I thought they were pretty decent. And I would be interested in seeing another, especially after all this time, to see him older with kids, see what that's about. But
yeah. But they can't get the original cast back. That's the only bad thing. Like,
that's definitely something that would be important, I think. Recasting someone else. You need the people in the seats, and to get what's his name, Daniel Radcliffe, Emma Watson,
not
and
gonna happen.
Rupert something. I've forgotten his name, the redhead kid. All of them. Yeah, I can't remember.
You mean Ronald?
Is it Ronald Weasley?
Ronald Weasley?
Yeah. Getting all them back in, that would be a big deal. And what's the other? What's the blonde kid, the horrible one? All of those in. Getting
Draco
Malfoy. All of those, that would be important. And I think David Zaslav is looking to do that. But I want to know if for people who are watching this later, what do you think? Do you think this is a good idea? Do you think it should be dead? Do you think are you looking forward to seeing it and you want to know more? Let us know in the comments below and like and subscribe as normal. Now, for the people who are watching live, what is your opinion on everything I just said? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you just hate it? Or what? What have we got?
Let's see. Giselle says it's not the first time that she's been in trouble for saying stuff.
Ooh.
Jim says Horns and Guns and Kimbo are great.
I haven't seen it. I heard it was right though.
Giselle said yes. And the dead farting body on one Swiss Army something. Swiss Army Man. Swiss Army Man was good. I love that movie. Let's see. Mads and Jim killed it. Eddie was too boring. Not sure. Giselle said she'd watch.
He's talking about Fantastic Week. Mads Mikkelsen, who is one of my favorite actors at this moment, replacing Johnny Depp. I haven't seen it, but I know who you're talking about.
I don't really like the Fantastic Beasts franchise, says Giselle. They should bring back the original cast, says Carl. And then let's see. Renamon, you're in here finally. It took forever. Took a long to get here. Who's this? Luis says, I'll sit on the fence with this one until I know more about it and who will be in it. Renamon came in with the thumbs up and the fire logo.
All the original cast should be in the new Harry Potter film. That's the plan.
I think they should. I think Harry Potter is one of the Warner Brothers' biggest properties.
It is.
It will definitely get more of it. What do you guys think of the proposed Warner Brothers Universal merger and what that means for their battle with Disney? I mean, the more things that you bring in, the possible, but Disney right now is a freaking huge superpower. And they have too many really good properties that make so much freaking money. Like Star Wars and Marvel alone is going to like bring in money for like the near future, like for a long time.
And Star Wars. That's what they owned. Don't forget that they owned all their own Disney stuff. They
own Simpsons, they own all the Fox's properties. There's a lot of stuff they own.
They are a titan when it comes to.
Let's not even forget that they own Hulu and all of Hulu's original streaming shows. They own all of Fox's properties, which includes The Simpsons, Predator, a bunch of other stuff.
When you buy a pencil or a pen that has Spider-Man written on it, Disney get a couple of pounds from that. They get a cut. You buy a duvet,
action figures, all that.
It's crazy how big they are.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Hold on. We still got a couple more. Giselle says, Mads is God, period. Chrissy chimed in and said, finally figured out the chat. Hey, Chrissy, long time no see. How was the horror con? How was that con? How was meeting Danny Trejo and all those other cool people?
I know.
I'm always looking at those cons, like the list, and I'm like, oh, those are some really cool people.
Do you know, right?
You met Twisty the Clown. I'm mad. I wanted to meet
so many cons. She actually probably could do her own, and they come to see her for a change. You know what I mean? I think all them celebrities will end up coming to see you soon because they know.
I would kill to meet the homie Twisty. He's tight. Let's see. Giselle says, Chrissy, finally here. Ha 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 ha. Hi, Chrissy. Finally, Giselle. I had to log out and log back in. I'm still here. Chrissy's finally here. All right. So
right in between.
We got Chrissy in the building. All right. That's what's up. All right. So
it's for turning up.
I'm trying to.
Thanks.
All right.
What I was going to say was, yeah, but whoever, I think it was Giselle talking about Mads Mikkelsen. For me, he is one of the best actors around at this time. I'm telling you, this guy is really good. I mean, I didn't love Hannibal, the TV show, but I'm telling you, him on it was enough to make me watch it. That's how engaging he's great. I'm going off subject here a little bit, but I do think he's really good. And I haven't watched Fantastic Beasts or whatever the last one was, but that would have been great casting, and I'm sure he did great on it. He's just so good in everything, even in Bond as the guy with the weeping eye. That was great. Bond, James Bond.
See you all soon, you royal boobs. I can't wait.